Tuan Sticky Icky here. I am your completely unbiased stab at the truth. I'm not. Let's see. I have a direct insight behind the curtains of who is directly screwing everyone over, and I mean everyone. Like, if you're a United States citizen, you're being screwed. And if you don't feel it at this point, I'm kind of starting to question a lot of things. You should be feeling it at this point, because this has been a long time running, right? So for people like me, even my generation, even though I'm almost 40 years old at this point, this is something I had to pull from my childhood in order to make any sense out of it, right? Because there's things from when I was completely solo, close to 10 years ago, I was about 23 years old, is when the Vegas shooting happened. And that was like kind of a quiet time, because we hadn't gone through COVID yet. Nothing really messed up other than, 9/11. I don't know how you could just sweep 9/11 under the rug, amongst other things. Like, was it a missile or a plane that hit the Pentagon? Sweep that under the rug. The whole premise behind the war overseas, sweep that under the rug. There's so many things you have to sweep under the rug in order to say, oh yeah, before COVID. Like, no, if you ask me, I'll tell you that I've been shown, and through my research, nothing in the United States has been worth a dang for about 100 years. I'm just gonna let you know that. Like, this is the channel. Excuse me here. This is the channel where, if you're not quite there, I'm gonna help. Like, I can help you figure things out. Trust me, I'm still figuring this out myself. But I have a lot of answers that I can help tie a bunch of really weird, random things together that are seemingly meaningless. Even they're meaningless to myself. I can't even tell you what they mean. Like, why the color yellow is so significant, especially in combination with blue, and why that is tied with Ukraine, and how Ukraine is just this tiny little country and like the world's biggest problem right now. Okay? Come on. So, let's see here. Just got done doing a dab, so I'm extra short on breath here. But what we got going on is there's the Statue of Liberty. I just saw a thumbnail, okay, for Statue of Liberty. It's starting. We're gonna send this thing back. People are looking at the Statue of Liberty a little bit closer than maybe the United States government would like them to look at it. Although, it's like, how can you even say that? Because it's a giant statue. It's not just a statue, it is a huge F-off. Massive, hundreds of feet tall. Is that thing 1,000 feet tall? I don't know if it's 1,000 feet tall or not. I think it's like hundreds of feet tall. But still, it's this massive statue that you're able to climb up inside. So I don't know how you can climb inside of it and get a super close-up look. So how is it that people are taking too close of a look at the Statue of Liberty? Okay, well, I do a little thing called that I need to pump it back up, where I do YouTube channel a day or a week, whatever. YouTube channel highlight. I'll probably work with that a little bit as time progresses. But I'm always gonna try and drop you gotta check this channel out, because even I don't have all the channels. I don't know all the good channels. I still have to hunt for a good channel, right? And some of these answers that I'm gonna cover come from me just scouring YouTube. I don't care. I don't care what it is. If it's interesting, if it's part of what I'm researching, I don't care what channel. I'm gonna check it out, right? So we'll toss out Fittest Flat Earther and then Ancient Vacuumers. Those are two highly unlikely channels for people to stop and watch and give the attention and give them a like and a subscribe and be attentive, be a part of it. Because both those channels, Fittest Flat Earther, most people have at least seen Fittest Flat Earther, but he's so edgy that people typically drop him immediately. But yet, that is almost the reason why you need to hook in even harder, because he does such a good job. You gotta check out everything that he gets into, because oh man, if he's losing you now, he has a bunch of material. He puts a lot of time and a lot of effort into it. It's so good that it's hard to say no. It's I don't know how you could say no. That's not true to some of the stuff that he says, or that he presents, because he shows substantial evidence behind what he is presenting as most likely the truth. Okay? So, same thing with the other channel, Ancient Vacuumers, right? Although Ancient Vacuumers, I don't think anybody sees or knows Ancient Vacuumers. So that's where I'm gonna aim my, where I'm gonna try and share more channels that are like Ancient Vacuumers, but I'm still gonna highlight Fittest Flat Earther, because people, even though everyone's seen him, almost everybody turns him off. But that's where it's funny. I knew I had to go the other way and be like, no. You gotta listen to what this guy has to say if it's like that. Especially in this day and age. So Ancient Vacuumers, nobody knows about that one. But through watching a YouTube channel that nobody follows, I was able to find maybe the most vital information that takes it makes me feel not stupid, because this is it helps prove that everything I talk about is well before me. So all the issues and all the random wacko stuff that I talk about dealing with, the MK Ultra, the being messed with by first responders and state agencies or companies who take state money of any kind through any avenue. So this goes down to garbage trucks and Parker and Sons vehicles. I didn't say that. I said Parker and Soons or something. I don't know. What did I say? Parker's? Parker's family. I'll say something like that. It could be just some random vehicle. Could be a delivery. That's even a good one. Private parcel delivery. So stuff like UPS or FedEx, but they have local companies that now do this stuff. I don't know how. They just, they just offer a friend to do all their stuff for them, and then they like land a couple of other accounts, end up with a business name. However that works. But so yeah, by following a YouTube channel, able to find some of the most vital information. It's vindicating to be able to prove that, as crazy as it sounds, some of the things that I talk about, some of the things that I'll discuss, it's not like I'm creating anything. Everyone, people would say, "Oh, I'm making it all up," or it's all just me. There's no way it's that, because the whack, like me talking about the color yellow and being paired with blue and how it's so significant and that all, but that's the stupid stuff that I would say someone would claim I am making up because I'm providing significance to the color yellow. It is not me who is the one saying, "Oh, it's the color yellow, it is significant." No. If you had a yellow Hummer 2 show up every time you tried to eat, or if you had to go to the bathroom, yellow Hummer shows up. And then they did it, they moved it around. It quit happening when I eat and go to the bathroom, but then it would happen every time I would need to make a move in the middle of the night. I would see the same yellow Hummer 2. Right around, I would have different times that I would operate because I didn't have a real schedule. No matter what, I would end up seeing this stupid yellow Hummer 2. But there's so many other significant stories that I could share providing significance to the color yellow. And again, I could run over all of my evidence, and anybody that comes across this would just point at me and say, I'm the one who's putting yellow, the color yellow, on the pedestal. No. It is not me. I am simply informing. I'm just a messenger. I'm not creating anything. None of this is me. This is all many, many, many years. This is hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe eons. Who knows at this point? There's no way. That's part of why I'm doing this channel, because no one knows. Like, I'll go with you and say that even with the average viewer that might think that everything's okay currently, like that the world is fine, that all this doom and gloom talk is just that, doom and gloom. This is kind of doom and gloomy, but I am straight up here to tell you, for the last 100 years, the United States has been it's been like this worthless joke. It's not what you think it is. None of it is what you think it is. Unless you look, like, you have to peel a few layers of the onion back and be able to really smell that thing. You'll be tearing up and crying, absolutely, because it is pungent. Once you get past the initial layer, because we're having JFK files be released. I haven't heard anything at this point. And the same thing, I just saw something about the Statue of Liberty and JFK, and I just had to make this video. I'm like, oh my god, this is insane. This is insane. Fittest Flat Earther has pointed out that Statue of Liberty is the spitting image of some statues of Lucifer. Right? Some paintings and statues. However Lucifer is depicted, Lady Liberty, spitting image. Okay? He's been able to, go watch his videos. It is uncanny, to say the least, the difference between the Statue of Liberty, Lucifer, and then he turns it all the way up to 11. That's why you need to listen and hang out, drop a comment, talk to people. Start you wouldn't. Oh man, I haven't even talked to people in Fit as Flat Earthers chat, but I know that if you just start talking on a channel like that, that you're gonna either find some information that you had no clue you would ever find, or you're gonna. That's a good way to play the lottery on just random interactions. You never know what you're gonna get on that one. That is definitely a box of chocolates as far as interactions. Get in there, start things up. We got so this is just nuts. He Fit as Flat Earther, check him out. He turns it up to 11. That's why you need to check his channel out, because he takes Statue of Liberty, compares it with Lucifer, compared to DJT, our current Pope's, saying even more so. He throws in Elvis, does all kinds of face mapping. Everything lines up. It's actually scary, the level that everything lines up, right? So now what is going on? What am I about to watch from our boy Frenshot Blue on Lady Liberty? I'm gonna go check it out as soon as I start uploading this video. Who knows? I just wanted to toss this out there as like a little pre-reaction video to Frenshot Blue, Lady Liberty. Go check Frenshot Blue out, because he talks about significance in things that if I'm over here talking about the color yellow and you think that's me creating significance in something insignificant, check out Frenshot Blue, and you'll be turned on to the whole how they break down the numbers and dates of everything. He's like the 5 C's: clues, corroboration, cognition of time, and like something else. He lines everything up in a way that you would be like, oh, that's all meaningless, but it's, I mean, come on. And he does say that a lot. It's like, come on, man. Good old Frenshot Blue. Check that boy out. Come on, man. Check out Frenshot Blue. He's good to listen to, because that like kind of vindicates, myself. I was like, all right, so I'm not like a complete wacko, for talking the way I talk. And then even more so, I'm just so comfortable talking this way because it is not me. It's not me. There's a whole, following of people that all pay attention to these details. Okay, these details are not meaningless. They have been thrown in your face and used against you in tactical succession for an unknown amount of years, generations, unknown amount of generations of people. We'll say that. That way you just have no idea which grandparent, or if any of the grandparents that you were able to talk to had any piece of the puzzle that was actually true or not. Most likely not. Most likely nobody. I want to say, in order to have connections with the truth, you have to have connections with somebody who has knowledge base that is from 100 years plus, that would, and this is not just 100 year plus knowledge. This 100 year plus knowledge, almost 100% of it needs to be contrary to what is publicly accepted as the truth. So it's almost whoever you talk to from 100 years with their level of truth understanding is gonna misalign with whatever whatever you or I or most regular people from today would consider to be the common accepted truth. Because, I mean, we can still find people that went to school where they taught flat earth stuff, but that's hard to find. So, and then, you know, we're not even really sure. I mean, I'm putting my money on flat earth just based on art class. Like, if you don't remember how they taught you how to draw perspective drawings, there's no numbers, equations, or any instructions ever given out on how to draw curvature. It's like, if you do, you're gonna be wrong. Like, I don't know how I don't know how to draw that. It's so weird. Some people do. I guess you could. It doesn't line up with what you physically see. So, but anyways, what we got? Super nuts. I'm gonna go check this out. Pre-reaction video here. Things are getting nuts. Is the Statue of Liberty Lucifer? Does Donald J. Trump have anything to do with Lucifer? Was he actually Elvis? Do we have beings that live amongst us that never perish, and that these containers are being farmed amongst us, you know, and reincarnated or re-inhabited somehow? Who knows? I don't know what. Watch Fizz Flat Earther. He has a couple different angles on how they're doing some of this nonsense. Saying that they can change your. I've heard multiple times that they can change your perception in your brain. So they do some kind of psychosis trick. And because you've never actually seen their face, they can, like, bypass what you're actually seeing and present something entirely different. I don't know how that works, but they all tie it back to if you've never seen something before, you might not even see it if you're looking directly at it. It's the weirdest thing. Like, if you've just, I don't know what is up with the brain, but, like, if it's just something you don't recognize, I don't know, it's weird the level that you don't see based on prior experiences. I don't know how that works, but there's, like, evidence that shows that you, like, will miss things or not see it at all just because you've never seen it before. Super weird. Super weird. Even though you're looking directly at it. It's the whole snake. It would have bit you. Like, crazy. Anyways. Oh, yeah, and then there's, like, optical illusions and stuff. So it's whack, man. Like, there's weird things that it's almost like if you don't go up and, like, press your finger on some of this stuff and see if it's just a cardboard cutout, that you're just being, like, coerced through this fun house, technically. Oh man. So yeah, it's kind of just a fun house. You kind of got to figure out what angle of illusion is being manipulated and how you're gonna try and maintain your position throughout whatever experience is being applied, because they are constantly doing stupid stuff on, like, rudimentary levels that have various adverse effects. Various adverse? Are you kidding me? Yeah, various adverse effects that you can't, like, necessarily combat. Because, oh my gosh, it's like, as soon as I see a yellow vehicle, it's like, you know, it's like, oh, come on, like, now I wonder almost every time. I almost think every time I see a yellow vehicle, it's just some clown. But I understand that not every time. It just, now I'm affected like that. Now it's because they've done weird stuff, and like I'll bring this up. This goes all the way back to the KLF, Ancient and Justified. But before I was born, they were wearing entirely yellow outfits, dancing on screen in front of or next to people with entirely blue outfits, and then that carries on through like their other videos, and then other artists that are like them videos, all that stuff. You'll see they do it today. There's like I think even Squabble Up, that Squabble Up hip hop track. I don't care how much you like that track. I'm super iffy on it because they're essentially the same as the KLF. Whoever works with the KLF and was like making the KLF do what the KLF did, like, you know, wear yellow and blue and then burn 1,000,000 pounds like they own the world, and then disappear for a long time because they don't need to do jack for nobody. And then come back in an ice cream truck, which is something else I've complained about, where that's what I'm saying. Like, you cannot tell me that I make anything up. There's not one thing I complain about that is not well before me. Is for people to try and send me to a mental hospital because they think I'm talking crazy about a ice cream truck. I will lay this out there. You yourself have mental issues. Don't take that the wrong way, but that is the situation we're in, and it's because you need to understand that this is not me. It is not me. The KLF came back in an ice cream truck. In one of the songs, Ancient Justified says, "We rule the world from an ice cream truck from your neighbor's house." Right? And I'll tell you that ice cream truck, yes, they'll harass you using an ice cream truck, or just some Mexican in a little what is it? In a little chicharron cart or something, you know? A little frescas cart. Whatever you want to call those things. They got the guys that just go around and they honk that clown horn, and they'll be selling you drinks or doing the ice cream man thing around whatever block of the neighborhood. They'll use ice cream guys, ice cream trucks, fire trucks, firemen, policemen, garbage trucks. I'll tell you, it's all the, you know, some of the big companies, like I mentioned, Parker Families. But there's also the private companies. I went along all that. All those are a part of this. So when that song is from before I was born, just about. It's like right when I was born or before I was born. And so for anyone to call me crazy for talking about ice cream trucks in the manner that I do, there's a song that came out before I was born that talks about ice cream trucks ruling the world. So you cannot sit here and attack my channel, attack me, attack my credibility, and say, oh, he's just this crazy homeless guy. No. I should never be homeless. Everyone should be making sure that I'm not homeless, because I'm here to tell you that the ice cream truck is messing with you. Alright? Look out for that ice cream truck, alright? And ambulances. Basically, don't call 911 because it's an ice cream truck. That's, really hard to really hard to back that up, but the more you watch my channel, the more you will have that understanding from within yourself. And it won't even come from me. You'll just know that you are good at taking care of yourself, and you do not need them. You don't need them. You do not need them. Of course, there's times when sure you need them, but you do everything in your power to not need them. I have a bone fused in my foot because I do not need them. You know? It was like my toes weren't moving correctly for a minute, and I knew something was not right, and then I ended up actually getting hit by a truck and needing to see a physician in order to document insurance stuff, and that's when they told me that my bone in the foot was fused. So I mean, I'm not saying that that's how you should handle that situation. If I should have done something about my foot. I had some professional on some level take a look at that. But there's COVID is a perfect example of you do not need them. Broken foot, sure, go to the hospital. If you need to go to the hospital, don't be like me and let your, now I need to break my foot again and then have a professional look at it. I don't want to break my foot again. But if I don't, I have to have somebody break my foot again. So it's like this, oh, dude. Yeah, don't necessarily do that. But for COVID, you do not need these you do not need these scumbags, because that's basically what they are. It's just scumbags, all right? I hate to just be like that, but it is what it is, man. Like, when you pull off stunts like 9/11, you're scumbags. You're scumbags. Fear-mongering on levels like that, the way they conduct wars, scumbags. They're scumbags. Anyhow, that's about enough truth for today. Look out for ice cream trucks. Is the Statue of Liberty Lucifer? Is Donald Trump? Is Elvis? Is the president? Is? See y'all later. 2-1 sticky.